it's been a little while since I vlogged, but I wanted to do a quick video on some of the foods that we found for Jax. He has a new diet. It's dairy-free, wheat-free, corn-free, and any kind of dyes, so dye-free, I guess you could say. So I wanted to do a quick, oh, and no pork and beef. Well, mild pork and no beef at all. So I wanted to do a quick video on some of the products that we found that work with this diet, because it's been hard to find snack foods and kind of anything packaged that will work for him. So I've been researching for a couple weeks, and this is what I found. So for cereal, we found a Rice Puffs from Nature's Path Organic. And this is from Whole Foods, and we got some at Marlene's as well. And then I also got the boxed kind here. But I found the bag kind afterwards, and it was a lot more economical. I just found it on the bottom shelf, so I didn't see it at first. And then we got this brand as well, Crispy Brown Rice cereal, and it's Irihon, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that. So that works as well. For pasta, we have this brand, Tinkayada, I think. And this I found at Whole Foods, Marlene's, and also Walmart in the States had this, which is our Walmart. Walmart doesn't have it in Canada, but in the States they had it. And it was really, really inexpensive. And then I also got some brown rice shells in that same brand. And we got the swirly guys and bow tie, I think, as well. So that's awesome. These are some wild rice organic rice cakes. What's that brand? Ludenberg, I think. I'm kind of in the light funky here. But I found these at Whole Foods in Canada and also Marlene's in the States. For chips, these bean rice chips fit the criteria. And there's unsalted and salted. We've already cracked these open, and they definitely were a big treat for Jax. Then, what else do we have here? These are really cool. These are tiny fruit, little, like, almost like fruit puffs. I don't know if you can see them in there. But these also, they only have freeze-dried pineapples and freeze-dried mangoes. Those are the only two ingredients in here. So this is really nice. Sometimes I need something for the car that's not messy, and there isn't really a lot of options for him. So these were wonderful. And I think they're like $6.99 or something. So they're a little bit spendy, but well worth it. And we got a couple of those. What else do I have here? These chips are beanitas, I think it's called. So most of the chips that we found were a bean-based chip, which is fine by me. So these work as well. And then to go with the chips, I found a hummus at Costco. And this brand of hummus, and only this one flavor, the caramelized onion, is a kind that works with his restrictions, but we'll take it. And it wasn't the healthiest, like some of the ingredients weren't the most amazing, but they didn't contain corn, wheat, or dairy, so that was good. Everybody needs a little bit of a splurge once in a while. Our coconut oil that we got from Costco, so a lot of the recipes will call for this, so that's a nice sweetener for him as well. And then this Thai coconut milk that we got at Whole Foods. This is in replace of mayonnaise, the Vegenaise, and it's pretty popular. I found it at Save On Foods here, so it wasn't even a health food store. And then I also bought some at Whole Foods, but it's pretty standard. This is the original kind, and it works really, really well for, I made some potato salads for him, which are a nice kind of beach food, which we've been having a hard time replacing, like picnic type foods. So that's been really, really awesome. What else? I have just almonds. Obviously, they're not like salt or anything, but just plain almonds from Costco. And those have been a really big part of some of our new recipes. And then I got cashews, Brazil nuts, and walnuts as well. And then these Sun-Maid raisins, they're not organic, but a lot of the organic ones and the other ones contained glucose, or there's one more ingredient that a lot of these, sugar. They had refined sugar, so he can't do any kind of artificial sugar. So that's why I went with the non-organic Sun-Maid ones, and that is his treat. Every time we pull up raisins, he says, treat, treat, so it's really, really sweet. What else do we have here? He can do goat cheese. So we did one other kind of goat cheese that we experimented with. So I found at Whole Foods they had this goat cheddar, and then they also had a goat cheese mozzarella. So I thought those would be really nice for, I want to try and make a frozen lasagna for him. I have no problems cooking with his dietary restrictions on a day-to-day basis when everything is fresh, but as soon as I need to kind of freeze something or have something on the go, it's when kind of struggling. So hopefully I can make some frozen lasagnas with this, and I wanted to make some pizza that caters to his dietary restrictions. So hopefully I can use that as well. We got an organic fair trade sesame tahini, and surprisingly a lot of these tahinis has some kind of like trace of wheat or something. So I found this one at Whole Foods. And then I also got a gluten-free soy sauce. So it's like a tamari base sauce, and because our traditional soy sauce that we have contains wheat in it, and well, gluten wheat. So we had to replace that. These are vine leaf stuffed with rice. So like I think grape leaves is what they're typically called. They have a name, Polaris. I don't know, but they're really good. Jax really enjoys these, and these are from Costco. So he's really enjoys these. So that's kind of a nice on-the-go picnic food that I can take, and he can eat them cold or whatever. Dalmata dates, or medjool dates. Sorry, medjool dates. These are just from a Whole Foods, and this was the cheapest. I found them over by the salad dressings, was the cheapest that they had at Whole Foods, and these are used in a lot of the kind of like treat stuff that I make for him. This tofu I found at Costco, so it's just like an organic tofu, and that meets all his needs, and I think that's everything. And then obviously we buy a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables, and our typical rice and quinoa and all those other things. But these were the packaged novelty foods that I was really struggling with to replace. We buy also just like a almond milk from Costco that wasn't we were able to keep the same brand. It met all of his dietary restrictions, so that was nice. So I think I didn't miss anything. Figs. I don't know if I mentioned these, but these figs, this brand from Walmart didn't have any kind of added sugars or glucose, so that was really nice, and they're really inexpensive. I think this whole thing was only $10. So that's awesome. I'm going to try and use the figs and the dates interchangeably, because the figs are a lot less expensive. What else? I think that's everything. Yep. So I got everything. So that is just kind of our starter stuff that is getting us through these first few weeks of his dietary restrictions. And then when I find, kind of new stuff that will cater to this, I'll definitely share it in case anybody is interested. And I'm going to hopefully be able to share some of the recipes of stuff that I'm making. I'm really, I found 3 awesome blogs that have a lot of recipes that cater to his food restrictions, but not a whole lot of recipes. So, and definitely not the way that I used to cook. I used to think I cooked very healthy, but turns out not so much. So, yeah, hopefully I can share more in the future, and I hope this was a little bit helpful if this is something that you guys are encountering. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.